Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Jen from Mastery. So I just wanted to talk to you today about supplements. Some supplements I give Tink, and just go through them and just talk about supplements in general. So years ago when I had a horse, I think I was like 18 now. Fast forward 20 years. I didn't give supplements. I never heard of supplements. They weren't prevalent at that time, back then. But now supplements are very vital for our horses. Now, some people give supplements, some people don't, and I get that. I was also new to the supplement world at one point in time, but the one thing that helped me was Smart Pack. Now, I'm not doing this video for Smart Pack or anything regarding Smart Pack. I'm just giving you my personal opinion. So I wound up giving Tink supplements, and the first supplements that we started were just like general electrolytes. It was also just a joint supplement, and then just a mane and tail. So through this whole process of giving him supplements, the one thing I noticed is that some worked, some didn't work, and I found myself, like, I wouldn't say every month, every 3 months, like, changing the supplement, because I would actually give it a 3-month try to really see if it was really working for him. And this is where I am sharing, what worked for me and how I got to the conclusion of what supplements worked. It is best also to consult your veterinarian about supplements and which ones maybe your horse needs, or so forth, because there are so many supplements out there. Like I said, if you go on Smart Pack brand, they have so many supplements, and you really have to read them and find out what you're giving. And like I said, always ask your vet, check in on them, and find out if this is beneficial for your horse if you're not sure. Or else, I also recommend calling Smart Pack. They have a wonderful customer service line. They have helped me a bazillion times. They probably know my number. When I call, they probably see, oh, Jen from Mastery is calling again. She has a bazillion questions. So, like I said, when I first started, it was very simple. The Smart Packs I was giving, very intermediate. I wouldn't say intermediate, more like a beginner. And I also did on Smart Pack the Wizard, to try and just figure out which ones I should give. So long story short is he has a horrible tail, so I started giving him mane and tail supplements. Now I started with just the regular mane and tail. Then I started with the flaxseed, which is a granule. And, sometimes if your horse doesn't like a granule, then, it's a little bit challenging to give them, because the palatability to some of these supplements is challenging because your horse has to actually eat it. So with that being said, you can either stick it in the grain, you can wind up putting some sort of applesauce on it, or some kind of their peppermint syrup that they sell also, that's sugar-free. You can put that on there. Other people have so many ways. I'm sure you can Google something. So that was the challenge at first, the palatability. My horse knew every time I put something in there and it was new, and he's like, oh, I'm not eating it. So I was trying to really find something pellet-based. So I wound up getting, like I said, I tried the Smart Mane and Tail. I saw a little bit of growth, but nothing, that I was like, okay, this is great. Then we tried the flaxseed, which is a little cheaper. Yeah, it was a little better. But so now I'm back to the Smart Vitamin E. So that's one supplement he's getting. Another thing is that I suggest everybody gets is some kind of digestive supplement. Now, I actually tried Succeed, which is a paste, and I love that. It's a little pricey. It's definitely a little pricey. Tink loved it because he got so used to the taste that he was willing to take. It's like a vial. You just put it right in the mouth, and he loved it, besides those dewormers. So we wound up going with that for a while. And then I noticed that Smart Pack had the colic care. So I called them up. I'm like, listen, I know Succeed doesn't offer the colic care, but I know that you do. What would be the best supplement that is equivalent to that? So I wound up getting, I believe it's Smart Gut. I'm not really sure the name, to be honest with you. It does front it does a front and hind gut, which is very important to me because, like I said, when it comes to digestion, so a probiotic and a prebiotic, number one, hands down, I think everybody should have that in their arsenal of supplements to give daily to your horse. Now, I get it. They do get pricey. So, of course, stay in your price range. And, you know, if you're going to get a supplement, make sure, you know, if you can, let's say you can spend about $70, make sure on all the supplements, make sure that the supplement that you're getting is of high quality, is actually going to work. You know what I mean? You don't want to sit here and throw out money and get a cheaper one because, you know, you're in a certain budget. And I get that if you have to, but, you know, you really want to try and strive and get the best thing that works for your horse, and also to just ensure that they're going to be healthy. You know, you don't want them to have a colic or go through the colic surgery. So we want to avoid certain things. So that's the one thing that I found that I loved. So I definitely got that. A joint supplement. Now this, I gotta say, was the most challenging thing for Tink and I. Joint supplements. I think I went through about 4 of them till I found the right one. Now, joint supplements are not treated equally. Some of them have more MSM, some have more Cosequin, and they have fillers, and they have other things in there. Now, I think I tried Cosequin ASU. It really didn't work for us. You know, we tried for 3 months with a loading dose and everything. I really didn't see a change. And it's so funny because other people come up to me like, you know what, I tried Cosequin on my horse. It worked. You should do Cosequin. So that didn't work for me. I also tried Smart Stride. I tried Smart Stride Senior. I tried Smart Stride Herb Free. I tried Smart Stride with herbs. So you get my point. I tried many forms of, you know, just joint care. So long story short is I wound up finding Smart and Simple MSM pellets. Now, these are also through Smart Pack. I wound up getting the container. The only reason why is because I actually took him off the MSM, and I found out that right away when I took him off, he was just stiff as can be. So I had to order these. That's the reason why they're not actually in the Smart Pack. But these actually very affordable. I think they were like $22 for the whole 28-day package with Smart Packs. They were much more affordable than all the joint supplements they had, and I was actually shocked. So this Smart MSM works for him right away. Within, I would say, 2 weeks, I saw a difference. Less stiff, not even stiff, less popping of the joint. You know, when they walk, they get that popping. None of that. Just more energy, happy, and just, you know, fulfilled. So it really, I suggest everybody to take the time and to watch. Is this supplement really helping my horse? Do I see, you know, the mane growing? Do I see his, you know, him performing better? Do I see, you know what I mean, him not getting colic as much, you know, not having gastric problems? Do I see breathing? Whatever it is, whatever you bought that supplement for, really watch and see if it works. So that was one thing. So like I said, I have his Smart Packs here. Tink gets about eight Smart Packs. They're delivered every 28 days. I love them because Smart Pack gives you this nice little box, and I put the supplements in there, but it just makes it so easy because you just tear this little area right here, and they're getting the exact amount that they should every day. And like I said, it's a 28-day supply, and they wind up sending them to you. They just charge your card, and they're here every 28 days, which is great. I find that also, it's funny when you go on Smart Pack, let's say you wanted to buy like the bag instead of like having the packs. Believe it or not, the packs are actually the best value, which I found to be odd, unless you're going to buy like, I guess, an 8-month supply. You know, you're going to save like maybe 10 cents per, excuse me, I'm losing my words. You're not going to save a lot of money is the point. The best value is the Smart Packs. So like I said, overall supplements I find to be a great asset, you know, to your horse. Obviously, like I said, supplements can be expensive. You know, you can pay upwards to $300 a month on supplements. Some people only have a budget of $60, but if you have a budget of $60, my suggestion is to you is to buy the supplements that you really need for your horse, whether it be joint care and a digestive, get, you know, something for digestive, buy that. Don't just waste the money and get something for the hooves. Don't just waste money and get some for the mane. You know, you really want to concentrate on what your horse needs. Another thing is, I'm just going to throw this out there because I just thought about this. I also went through 3 types of hoof supplements for my horse. I know that sounds crazy because how can you sit here and tell the difference of hoof supplements is biotin, right? Well, I kind of found that the Smart Pack one was better than I just tried other brands that were not Smart Pack, and I noticed that, you know, yes, his hooves are growing, but his mane wasn't growing as fast because biotin also helps with mane growth. And I noticed once I put him on the Smart Pack biotin, woo, it was just growing like a weed. So that's another thing I changed. But like I said, supplements are challenging, and you really should consult your vet, and you should call up Smart Pack if you have any questions regarding them. But you know, at the same time, they are good for your horse and they do help, but you don't want to waste money on ones that, you know, you don't necessarily need. You know what I mean? I think at one point in time, I remember somebody was telling me they had the horse on a multivitamin, like a pellet. I said, well, why are you doing that for? If he's getting grain already, you know, grain has vitamins and minerals in it. Why would you give extra vitamins? You know, typically we're going to give multivitamin supplements to a horse that does not get grain because for whatever reason they can't have it. And she was like, oh, you're right. You know, you have a point there. Let me consult my vet. And they consulted the vet, and the vet's like, yeah, you don't need to do that. So just keep that in mind that, you know, when it comes to supplements, find what works for your horse. It might not happen right away. It does take time to try these supplements. It does take, like I said, 2 to 3 months to actually see a difference. And I know it's a long time to wait, but you have to give it a fair chance. Another thing is if you're looking to try something taste-wise, you can always call up Smart Pack. And this is another thing I've done, is you can actually ask them to send you some samples to try, because my horse is so picky that he want to eat stuff. So I'm like, listen, can you send me this sample? Can you send me that sample? No problem. As long as it's part of the Smart Pack line, they will send it to you. And free of charge. And you can try it and see if your horse likes that. But before you actually sit here and buy it and test it, make sure it works for you. All right, well, thank you for listening, and I hope this helps, because, you know, I know that purchasing supplements for your horse can be challenging at times and can be frustrating, and, you know, we're all in the same boat. But thank you for watching. Bye, guys.